Okay, so the first stretch that we're going to be doing is for the glutes, okay? Because so the first stretch that we're going to be doing is for the glutes because as you're probably aware, the whole time you're sitting down, your glutes are very inactive. You're just sitting on them, squishing them the whole time. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch them out. The best way we're going to do that is by doing the seated 1990 seat, whereby you take your right foot, place it over your left knee, come to the edge of the seat, straighten your back out, place one hand under the foot, one hand over the knee, and push down, pull up the foot, and lean forwards as you do so with a nice straight back. You'll count to 10 to 15. Here, take a deep breath, hold, and release. Lean into it and hold for 10 to 15 seconds. 2 and 1 and release. Okay, now what we're going to do is the second variation of this stretch, which is going to make up the second of our seated desk stretches. You're actually going to pull the knee up, hold the foot in one position or in that position that it's in there, and you're going to actually twist and lean in towards your knee and pull up your leg, okay, to get a nice stretch in down here. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1 and pull and lean into it. As you lean into it, again, you're going to hold it straight back, go as deep as you can, trying to pull that knee as close to that chest as possible, getting that stretch right down here in that glute. Also opening up the piriformis muscle, which usually pinches on that sciatic nerve, creating sciatica, of course. 3, 2, and 1. Release slowly, and then you're going to repeat on the other side. So now you're going to take your left foot, place it over your right knee. Pull up your right knee, push down your left knee. Sorry, pull up your left foot, push down your left knee, and you're going to keep it straight back. And same as before, you're just going to lean into it, feeling a nice stretch in your glutes. Once you've got the stretch, you're going to hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Release, let the blood flow back in, and the same routine as we did before. Now we're going to pull up the knee and hold the foot in the same position, okay? As you pull up the knee, you're going to lean into it, you're going to twist, and you're going to lean into it. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Remembering to breathe. Slow breathing signals the body to calm down. Lets you ease into the stretch a little bit more. Otherwise, the muscles tend to seize up as a survival instinct, so you don't tear the muscle fibers, you don't tear the muscles. 2 and 1. That was 15 seconds. Now you're going to release slowly. Ideally, you would want to do this once to twice a day, holding for 10 to 15 seconds to really loosen up those glutes. Next up, we got neck stretches. Okay, so what you're going to do now is pull your shoulders back. So next up, we got neck stretches. So what you're going to do now is you're going to pull your shoulders back, keep a nice straight torso, bring your chin up, take your right hand, place it over your head, and you're going to pull down slowly. Getting a nice stretch here on the side. You're going to hold here for about 10 seconds. Really relax into the stretch. Feel the stretch here. Relax that shoulder if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Release slowly. You always want to release the stretch slowly. Take your left hand, place it over your head, and do exactly the same. Pull over. Now feeling the stretch on this side. Again, relaxing that arm, making sure that the shoulder stays down, doesn't come up as you're doing the stretch. 2 and 1. Release. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take both our hands, clasp them together, place them behind the head, keep a nice straight back, and what you're going to do now is you're actually going to try and pull the head up and down at the same time. Okay, not too aggressively though, nice and slow in 3, 2, 1, and go. Feeling the stretch on the trapezius and the muscles in the back of the neck. Again, holding for 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release slowly. Now we're going to do the same but opposite, so we're actually going to look up at the sky, and as we do so we're going to keep our mouth shut and clench our jaws closed. So that way you get a nice stretch all along the neck. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. And come out slowly. Now to finish off, we're going to do 6 rotations, 3 to the side left, 3 to the side on the right. Okay, go. As far as you can. And 6. Now we're going to do rotations, 3 to the left, 2 and 3, and 3 to the right. Remembering to keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. Ideally, you'd want to do that also 1 to 2 times per day, every day. Now, ideally, you want to do that also 1 to 2 times. Now, ideally, you'd also want to do that once or twice a day, every day. Now we're going to do a stretch for the spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand, place it over our right knee. As we do so, we're going to lift up our torso, twist around to the side, and try and look at the corner up there inside, feeling the stretch and the twist in the middle of our spine. What you can also do is you can take your hand, place it here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to Now what we're going to do is a nice twisting. Now what we're going to do is a nice twisting stretch for the middle of our spine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sit down on our chair. We're going to take our left hand, place it over our right knee. As we do so, we're going to lift up our chest, keep a nice straight spine, twist to the side. And if you want to, you can also take your other hand and hold on to the armrest if you've got one, or the side of the chair, the backrest, sorry, and twist with it. Oh, fuck. Right, now what we're going to do is a twisting stretch for our spine, okay, and for our back. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit down to the side. We're going to take our left hand. We're going to place it over our right knee. As we do so, we're going to lift up our torso, twist to the side, and look up. Keeping a nice strong structure, tall, twisting the whole time. Hold for 3, 2, 1, that's 10 seconds in total, and then repeat on the other side. So twist the chair around, take your right hand now, place it over your left knee, and then you're going to keep a nice tall structure, twist around, look up to the other side. 10, good. Now a second variation of this would be to grab onto the armrest, or if you haven't got armrest, grab onto the back of the Now another variation of this stretch would actually be to sit sideways against your chair or against your armrest. If you haven't got an armrest, you sit completely Now another variation of that stretch is to utilize the chair or the structure of the chair itself. I've got armrest here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit to the side, I'm going to press against the armrest, and I'm going to grab the armrest and twist myself around, getting a nice stretch, making sure I turn my whole body with it and hold this position for 10 seconds. Remember, you always want to have a nice tall structure, keep the chest proud and the chin up. After you've held it for 10 seconds, you're going to turn around and do exactly the same on the other side. Now, of course, if you don't have armrest, it's going to be a bit difficult. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit completely to the side and actually use the backrest instead. Okay, so let's repeat this on the other side. Bring the chest up, chin up, hold, squeeze, and turn. Gain a nice twisting motion of the rotation in the spine. 3, 2, 1. Ideally, you'd also want to do this exercise or this stretch once or twice a day, holding on each side for about 10 seconds. Now the final stretch that we're going to do is not actually going to be using the seat, we're going to be standing for this one, okay? So just bear with me, you can see my feet and my legs, can't see my face, but you don't. Now the last stretch that we're going to be doing is not actually on the chair, but it's now the last stretch that we're going to be doing is for the hamstrings, and we won't actually be using the chair, we're going to be standing up for this one, so you can do it next to your desk. So just bear with me, you can't see my face, but the part of my body that you need to see, you can see. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your legs together, or your feet together, keep a nice straight back, nice and straight tall legs, don't bend your knees. And what you're going to do here, keeping an arch in your back, you're going to hinge the hips back, keep floppy arms, bend over. You're going to bend over and go down as far as you can. Go down and ease into it slowly. As soon as you reach 90 degrees or as close to 90 degrees as you can, and feel the nice stretch of the back of the legs, you're going to hold it here. Remember, keeping a straight back, you're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you got that, you're going to pull in your belly button, round your lower back, go up, and then come down again, and try and touch your feet. This is about as far as I can go, work in progress. But again, you're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Again, feeling the stretch here at the back of the legs and the hamstrings. And then come up slowly, slinky out of it. And straighten your back, roll your shoulders, and that's it. Again, you want to try and do that 2 to 3 times a day. Just one more time, extra than the other stretches, just because these muscles back here get very, very stiff during the day. And if you've got stiff hamstrings, you've probably got stiff back as well, and that can lead to back pain in the lower back region.